Chosen One, they are shaking right now because of what came out of your mouth. You think you were just having a regular conversation, but the universe was using your voice as a divine weapon, and now these people are walking around with their blood frozen in their veins, desperately trying to keep their poker faces intact while their entire world crumbles behind their eyes. You've been positioned, not by human hands, not by earthly circumstances, but by forces beyond the veil that see everything, know everything, and control everything. You've been strategically placed by the universe itself to be exactly where you needed to be, saying exactly what you needed to say at precisely the right moment in cosmic history. The very fact that you're hearing this right now, that these words are resonating in your spirit, that you recognize the truth of what's being revealed, that's confirmation that you are indeed one of the chosen instruments in this cosmic drama. You've been selected, commissioned, and empowered to be a voice of truth in a world drowning in deception. People are being very, very careful about what they say about you now. They're measuring their words like a pharmacist measures medicine, watching their tone like a hawk watches prey, because they know that you're operating on a frequency they can't quite understand. Your words don't just communicate, they penetrate. They don't just inform, they transform. Most importantly, they don't just reveal truth, they command it. What you spoke made someone completely rethink their entire mindset about you. One moment, they had you figured out, categorized, filed away in their mental cabinet of people I can predict and control. They thought they knew your limits, your boundaries, your capabilities. They thought they had mapped out your entire operational territory. The next moment, after your words hit their consciousness like lightning striking the earth, they realize they don't know you at all. In fact, they're starting to suspect they've been dealing with someone far more powerful than they ever imagined. Someone who sees what they can't see, knows what they don't know, and operates under a completely different set of universal laws. Now they're sitting there, replaying that conversation over and over in their minds, analyzing every word, every pause, every inflection. They're thinking, did they really just say what I think they said? Do they actually know what I think they know? How is that even possible? The more they think about it, the more terrified they become. It's not just affecting them individually, it's creating a ripple effect throughout their entire network. They're having conversations with their co-conspirators, their enablers, their fellow saboteurs, saying things like, we need to be careful. We need to watch what we say. We need to make sure we're covering all our bases because this person is different. Some of them are so shaken that they're trying to convince others to see you as a villain, to paint you as the problem, to shift the narrative and make you the antagonist in their story. Even as they're doing this, they know it's desperate. They know it's pathetic. They know they're grasping at straws because deep down they recognize that you're not the problem, you're the solution to their problem. There's been sabotage at play. Not just simple disagreement or casual opposition, but real, calculated, deliberate sabotage. Someone has been speaking your name in the shadows, whispering poison in dark corners, orchestrating events behind the scenes like a puppet master pulling strings. They've been thinking they were clever, thinking they were slick, thinking they were operating with such sophistication that you'd never catch on. They've been moving pieces on a chessboard they thought you couldn't see, making moves in a game they believed you didn't even know you were playing. These saboteurs have been meeting in secret, planning in private, scheming in shadows. They've been passing notes like school children, except their notes contain strategies for your downfall. They've been building cases against you with manufactured evidence, false testimonies, and carefully constructed narratives designed to discredit your character and destroy your reputation. What they didn't count on was your divine connection. What they didn't factor in was that you're not just another player in their game. You're operating under completely different rules. Rules written by the universe itself, enforced by cosmic law, and backed by spiritual authority that transcends anything they can comprehend. They thought they were dealing with someone they could manipulate, someone they could control, someone they could defeat using their earthly weapons and worldly wisdom. They were wrong. Dead wrong. Now they're beginning to realize just how wrong they were. When you spoke those words, whatever they were, you dropped a key phrase that made someone's blood run cold. It was like you reached into their secret vault and pulled out a document they thought was locked away forever. Suddenly, they realized you know things. You know about their hidden agendas, their secret meetings, and their private conversations. You know about the legal implications of their little schemes. You know about the laws they've been breaking, the boundaries they've been crossing, the trust they've been violating. You know about the fraud, the manipulation, the deception they've been perpetrating while pretending to be innocent, while playing the victim, while pointing fingers at everyone else. Now they're sitting there thinking, wait, do they know what I did? Do they know about last summer? Do they know about the thing I thought nobody would ever find out? How could they possibly know about that? I was so careful. I covered my tracks. I made sure there were no witnesses. You don't need witnesses when you have divine revelation. You don't need physical evidence when you have spiritual discernment. You don't need human testimony when you have cosmic confirmation. The mask has come off the deceiver, and you can see exactly who they are. The makeup has been washed away by the tears of their own fear, and their true face is visible for all to see. They can't hide anymore. They can't pretend anymore. They can't maintain their false persona anymore, because you've seen through their disguise and called them out. What makes you so dangerous to these saboteurs, Chosen One, is not just what you know, it's what you are. You are an alchemist of intuition and emotional insight. While others are reading the surface, you're seeing the depths. While others are playing checkers, you're seeing the entire multidimensional chess game. While others are listening to words, you're hearing the intentions behind the words. You possess a level of emotional intelligence that allows you to read between lines that don't even exist yet. You can sense the tremor in someone's voice that reveals their guilt. You can detect the hesitation in their response that exposes their deception. This is what they call sapiosexual energy, attracted to and attracting intelligence, wisdom, truth. It's more than just intellectual attraction. It's a spiritual magnetism that draws truth to you like metal to a magnet. Lies cannot survive in your presence. Deception withers under your gaze. Manipulation crumbles at your feet. You don't have to say much, because when you do speak, every word carries the weight of cosmic authority. You're highly skilled, deeply intuitive, and operating with the kind of clarity that makes one sentence from you more powerful than their entire manifesto. You speak with the voice of one who has walked with wisdom, who has been taught by the universe itself, who carries the authority of heaven in their earthly vessel. Hold that thought for a moment. I need your attention for something. You're very important. For the first time, we're revealing everything we know about personal power, healing yourself and healing others. No filters, no holding back. We have been quietly adding all the occult secrets we've collected over literal years of spiritual practice. The techniques and wisdom that transformed us from controlled pawns into conscious creators are now available to those ready to walk the same path. This is your invitation to join Obsidian Inner Order and support our platform so we can continue growing our megaphone to reach other chosen ones waiting for activation. By joining the Obsidian Inner Order, you're not just gaining access to forbidden knowledge, you're becoming part of a movement that's rewriting reality itself. It's a 360 win for all of us. Link is in the description. They came prepared for battle. They came with their little collection of facts, their carefully prepared arguments, their manufactured evidence, a handful of documents, maybe a few testimonies, thinking they had everything figured out. They thought they had built an airtight case, an unbreakable defense, an impenetrable fortress of lies. They walked into that room with confidence, with arrogance, with the swagger of those who believe they hold all the cards. They were ready to overwhelm you with their superior numbers, their greater resources, their more sophisticated deception. They thought they were about to witness your defeat. Then you walked into the room and pulled an Uno reverse on reality itself. You didn't just flip the script, you rewrote the entire play. You didn't just turn the tables, you built a completely different table. You didn't just change the game. You revealed that you were never playing their game in the first place. While they were studying their limited documentation, you've been reading the entire library. While they were learning their limited tricks, you were mastering universal principles. While they were memorizing their talking points, you were downloading divine wisdom. While they were preparing for a battle, you were already standing in victory. You thought you knew something, the universe whispers through you, but you didn't know you were dealing with royalty. Now they're sitting there, stunned, speechless, shaken to their core. Their carefully rehearsed presentations forgotten, their prepared arguments scattered like leaves in the wind, their manufactured confidence crumbling like sandcastles before an incoming tide. The obstacles are revealing themselves now. All those odds that were stacked against you, all those barriers placed in your path, all those moments when it seemed like the deck was shuffled against your favor, you've overcome them all. The very same energy that was used to sabotage you has been transmuted into your victory. Look at what you've been through, Chosen One. Look at the mountains you've climbed, the valleys you've walked through, the storms you've weathered. Every attack was designed to break you. Every obstacle was positioned to stop you. Every challenge was meant to defeat you. Yet you stand, not just surviving but thriving, not just enduring but conquering. Not just making it through, but emerging victorious. You took the lead they tried to poison you with and turned it into gold. You took their weapons and made them into your tools. You took their sabotage and transformed it into your testimony. You took their hatred and converted it into your strength. You took their rejection and alchemized it into your selection. This applies, however, it applies to your situation. Workplace politics, where colleagues have been undermining your projects and spreading lies about your competence. Relationship drama, where someone has been playing games with your emotions while pretending to care. Family dynamics, where relatives have been working against your success while smiling in your face. Business dealings, where partners have been stealing your ideas while claiming to support your vision. Legal matters where opponents have been manufacturing evidence while claiming to seek justice. Spiritual warfare where dark forces have been attacking your faith while masquerading as light. Whatever arena you're operating in, you've just exposed the sabotage and turned the tables completely. The hunter has become the hunted. The accuser has become the accused. The prosecutor has become the defendant. What's really happening on a cosmic level? You're not just dealing with your personal situation. You're part of something much bigger, much more significant, much more transformative than any individual conflict or personal drama. You are part of a cosmic awakening, a universal shift, a divine intervention that's taking place on a global scale. The people who have been getting away with sabotage, manipulation, and deception for years, maybe decades, are finally meeting their match. Not just you individually, but an entire generation of chosen ones who are rising up simultaneously across the planet. You are the instrument of divine justice in this moment, the voice of heaven speaking truth to power, the agent of change in a world that desperately needs transformation. You are the first person they've encountered who God said, "Not today, not this one. This stops right now." The universe has drawn a line in the sand, and you are standing on that line with the full weight of cosmic authority behind you, declaring to every force of darkness, every agent of deception, every enemy of truth, you shall not pass. They may have gotten over on 51 million people, running the same game, using the same tricks, employing the same manipulative tactics. When it comes to you and the collective consciousness you represent, it's not happening. The season of their success is over. The time of their dominance has ended. The era of their deception has concluded. Something is smoking right now, literally and figuratively. Someone is frying because they're terrified. They're sitting in their comfortable chairs, in their secure offices, in their protected spaces, yet they're burning up inside with fear and anxiety. They don't know what's going to happen next. They don't know what you're going to do with what you know. They don't know when the other shoe is going to drop. The smoke is rising from their panic, from their fear, from their realization that their carefully constructed house of lies is about to burn down. They can smell the smoke before they can see the fire, and they know that everything they've built on the foundation of deception is about to be consumed. There's a smoking gun in this situation. Evidence, proof, facts that cannot be disputed, explained away or covered up. Physical evidence that proves their guilt, digital trails that expose their deception, witness testimonies that confirm their sabotage, and documentation that reveals their conspiracy. This is information they never expected you to uncover. Truth they thought was buried so deep it would never see daylight. Secrets they believed were locked away in vaults that could never be opened. Nothing is hidden from divine eyes. Nothing is secret from cosmic consciousness. Nothing is concealed from universal justice. You weren't supposed to figure it out according to their plan. You weren't supposed to connect the dots, see the patterns, recognize the signs. You were supposed to remain in darkness while they operated in shadows. You were supposed to be confused while they executed their schemes with clarity. You were supposed to be defeated while they celebrated their victory. The universe had other plans. Divine intelligence had a different agenda. Cosmic justice had its own timeline. Now their chest is heavy with the weight of impending exposure. Their sleep is disturbed by nightmares of discovery. Their peace is shattered by the knowledge that judgment is coming. Something is almost done, almost over with. The final pieces of the puzzle are falling into place. The last chapters of this story are being written. The closing scenes of this act are being filmed. Someone is almost exposed, and their time of hiding in shadows is rapidly coming to an end. The countdown has begun. The timer is running. The clock is ticking. When it reaches 0, everything will be revealed, all will be exposed, and justice will be served. If you're dealing with legal matters, keep pushing forward. The truth is on your side. The evidence is mounting, and justice is awakening. Tell your legal team to keep digging, keep investigating, keep searching, because there's something they're missing, something they're skipping over, something that will blow this case wide open. They need those extra resources, those additional investigations, those deeper searches, because the truth runs deeper than anyone initially realized. What started as a simple case has evolved into something much more complex, much more significant, much more consequential. It's not just a legal battle, it's a spiritual war. It's not just about earthly justice, it's about cosmic justice. It's not just about human law, it's about universal law. In this realm, you have resources, allies, and weapons that your opponents can't even imagine. Every prayer you've prayed has been building a case in the courts of heaven. Every tear you've cried has been creating evidence in the cosmic court system. Every moment of faithfulness in the face of opposition has been establishing your credibility before the divine judge. You didn't do anything wrong. Your conscience is clear, your hands are clean, your heart is pure. Even if somebody tried to frame you, even if they attempted to manipulate the narrative or manufacture evidence against you, they were sloppy, they made mistakes, they didn't cross their T's and dot their I's, and their carelessness is going to be their downfall. Truth has a way of rising to the surface like oil on water. Lies have a way of unraveling like a cheap sweater. Deception has a way of exposing itself like a wolf in sheep's clothing. Justice has a way of prevailing like the sun breaking through the clouds. Someone took a huge risk by letting dark forces use them as an instrument of sabotage. They opened themselves up to be possessed by hatred, consumed by jealousy, driven by revenge. They allowed themselves to become weapons in the hands of evil, tools in the workshop of darkness, instruments in the orchestra of destruction. They've been getting away with scamming, lying, manipulating and cheating for so long that they thought they were untouchable. They thought they had discovered the secret formula for success through deception. They thought they had mastered the art of winning through wickedness. They thought they were smarter than karma, cleverer than justice, more powerful than truth. They entered the dark side at their own risk, and that risk is about to cost them everything. Dark forces may have used them for a season, yet that season is over. The contract they signed with darkness is about to expire. The deal they made with deception is about to be called in. Justice has an appointment with their name on it, and you are the messenger delivering the summons. Judgment has a date with their destiny, and you are the herald announcing its arrival. Consequences have a meeting with their choices, and you are the secretary scheduling the appointment. They can go to every party they want, smile at every gathering, pretend everything is normal, act like nothing is wrong. Internally, they're going to be thinking about this situation constantly. Dark forces have them in their mind already, torturing them with the knowledge of what's coming, tormenting them with visions of their exposure, terrorizing them with the certainty of their defeat. Meanwhile, you're sitting smooth, unbothered, unshaken, unmoved by their threats, unafraid of their schemes, unburdened by their attacks. Why? Because God has your back. The angels have your back. The law, both cosmic and earthly, has your back. Everything in the universe is aligned in your favor because you didn't let dark forces use you. You remain true to your divine calling, true to your purpose, true to the light within you. You refused to compromise your integrity for temporary gain. You declined to sacrifice your character for momentary advantage. You rejected the temptation to fight fire with fire, to meet evil with evil, to respond to darkness with darkness. Instead, you chose the higher path, the nobler way, the more excellent manner. You chose to be light in the darkness, truth in the midst of deception, love in the face of hatred. Because of that choice, you are protected by forces that your enemies can't even comprehend. This is why you were chosen, why you were called, why you were prepared for this exact moment in history. Not everyone can stand in the gap between truth and deception. Not everyone can be trusted with the level of spiritual authority you carry. Not everyone can remain pure-hearted while dealing with corruption, clear-minded while surrounded by confusion, strong-spirited while under attack. You can. You have. You will continue to do so because this is your divine assignment, your cosmic mission, your universal purpose. You were born for this battle, created for this conflict, destined for this victory. The light has come. The truth has been spoken. The divine order has been established. The cosmic court has rendered its verdict. The universal judge has made the final ruling. You, chosen one, are the instrument through which heaven has declared, this far and no further. The victory is already yours. Walk in it. The triumph is already secured. Live in it. The conquest is already complete. Celebrate it. Your enemies may rage, yet they cannot win. They may scheme, yet they cannot succeed. They may plot, yet they cannot prevail. Because you have something they don't have, you know something they don't know, and you serve someone they don't serve. You serve the God of justice, the Lord of truth, the King of righteousness. He has spoken your victory into existence, decreed your triumph into reality, and established your conquest in the courts of heaven. What God has declared, no man can deny. What heaven has established, earth cannot destroy. What the universe has ordained, no force can overturn. The chills running down their spines are just the beginning. The fear gripping their hearts is just the start. The terror shaking their foundations is just the opening act. Because you, Chosen One, are the main event. Your time is now.